my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Ha, darling.
Hey, hello, 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 hello. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers, honey? What's your tea? What's your tea? What's your tea? It's another glorious day, my darlings, and you know what time it is. I know you have all of your crumpets together, darling, because it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, honey? It is Sunday, child. Today is Sunday. We're going to start off with wonderful birthday shout out to my big TT, honey. My big TT, honey, the legendary, the iconic, honey. Before there was Whitney, baby, there was who? Miss Dionne Warwick, darling. Miss Dionne Warwick, that's my big TT, honey, one of the sisters in the name of love. Today, she turns 81 years young, and I just want to go public and send her wonderful birthday greetings, okay? Hopefully, we can get her to come back here on the show. She's been on twice before on the radio side of it, and I'm hoping that we can get her to come here to chop it up with us for just a few little moments and bless us with her presence. Oh, y'all know I love me some Dionne Warwick. And for those of you who think that, oh my God, why do you love her? I will encourage you guys to go and Google her, honey. Go and look at some of her earlier stuff. Okay. When, back in the late 60s, early 70s and carrying on. And no, don't just do you know the way to San Jose and carrying on. Y'all need to really get into her catalog, honey, and check out her vocals. And I'm telling you, y'all need to go listen to a lot of her live vocals and understand, honey, that TT Dionne is the original queen of the mashup because, darling, she has done some things over her career that has taken Beyonce and them, to go and study her craft and to study her catalog to see how she was able to mash up songs and things. Okay, I'm telling you, child, okay. All I'm going to say is, okay. Okay. We are here, child. Today is another installment of I Said What I Said Sundays, child. And this here is when I give you the opportunity, honey. You get to come up here, and for 5 minutes, I'm setting my timer. Yes, I am, because I've been lax with that job, but I got to stay to my rules. Okay. Okay, Nikki in the comments, she said, "Oh, I got it." She down here in the wings. I'm gonna pull her up here in a minute. We're gonna set the timer. If you want to come up in here and talk, honey, you got 5 minutes. You can talk about any and everything, whatever topic is on your mind. You can talk about it right here, okay? But you got 5 minutes to do it, okay? Now, there's a couple of caveats with this. The first one is, if you decide to come out of a bag or go sideways or whatever, trust truly, we're going to come out of a bigger bag on your ass, okay? And I'm not going to be nice about it and carry on. Listen, I don't have time for fuckery, bullshit, folks trying to yank everybody's chains and all that kind of madness. No, don't come up in here trying to be a wingman. We don't need you to try to make TV or whatever. I don't need you to do that. Okay, we got this. Okay, we can do this on our own. I don't need no fuckery and bullshit. Okay, so if you decide to come out of a bag, bitch, we're gonna come out of a bigger bag. That's the first one. The second one is, don't come up in here getting in your feelings. If you got a point, the art of conversation and debate is for you to stand. Hey, you feel how you feel. You understand? Just be willing to support your point if somebody challenges you, because you may have something like, I disagree. And if you get challenged, honey, we need to make sure that you're able to flush it out. You know, without name calling, without getting into all this kind of rigmarole, because see, then it's gonna get ugly, and I will hang up on you and carry it on. But like, okay, you know what? Fuck you. Go to hell. Okay, with gasoline draws on, honey, and a stick of dynamite, and yeah. Okay. Yeah, kapow. Yeah, capiche, kapow. Okay, kaput. Okay, it'll be over. Right? It will be over. Okay, so having said all that, I'm going to put the link down here. Those of you who are on one of my Facebook pages, if you're on the Dishing Tea Facebook page, or if you are on any of the YouTube pages, okay, right now you see the link. I just put it up there for you. Let me go over here to the original Facebook page, my Facebook page, and we're going to put it up here on the wall. So that you guys can see what your tea is, honey, and things and honeys. You know, Miss Honey. Yes. Miss Honey. I love that. Okay, so yeah, all right. So hold on. I'm putting that right there in the comment section on Facebook. Okay, so now you have it there. Okay, if you guys want to come up in, you're more than welcome to click that link, and you're able to come up in here. And like I said, we got 5 minutes. Nick, come on up in, girl.
Hi, babies. Please
How
visit.
you feeling, girl?
I was getting ready to say, please know that I'm on muscle relaxers and Motrin and whatever else to keep the pain away. Just say. So I'm glad it's Sunday, because I don't know what the hell gonna come out of my mouth.
I said what I said.
Okay.
I was just over on TikTok doing a happy birthday video for Redman, because today is also my baby's birthday.
Yes.
Today. And you guys, I've been sick for the last few days, so I couldn't fly up and go see my baby. So, and then something happened this morning that was out of the rest of the family's control, and they couldn't get there either.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was a little sad, but he was okay. What's funny is last night he emailed me and told me, Mom, I just got the care package you sent me.
Oh, so good. Okay.
It came last night. I really have forgot that I sent the shit. I swear to God.
Okay, we'll see. You see how God works, honey.
Yeah.
Bought your baby a little piece of home.
Right. Oh, y'all,
Okay.
look, real quick before we get into anything deep or whatever.
Yeah.
He sent me this. This made my day the other day when I was laying in that bed. I could not move.
Oh, you make me sick. Okay.
Listen, y'all understand. I was like Meeks can say, I was in some motherfucking pain around this bitch. I couldn't move. And Cole went to the mailbox and she got this. Hey, Ro was just over there with me on TikTok. I said, I'm glad you came in the room, because I didn't realize it was almost 9 o'clock. Let me get my ass to my other job.
Yeah, okay.
But Shanice baked the cake today.
Oh, she baked.
The first time ever.
Oh.
I made the frosting, but y'all know she don't know how to bake or nothing yet. I think it's just the fact that Cole is so damn spoiled that she don't never want to learn how to do shit.
Right.
But she did it today. I said, okay, you're gonna do it from the box, but we're gonna do, as Grandma used to say, do dap it up.
Do dap it, honey. Okay.
Do dap it up. So now she knows if she gotta whip up a cake real quick, milk instead of water, butter instead of oil, add a couple more eggs, and what it say.
And then you have it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have it. Okay. Do dap. Get your moisture.
She did it, and it's really good. Oh, matter of fact, she put a little bit of almond and a little bit of vanilla in there too. She sure did.
Get out. What you say?
You better come around and get your cat.
What you say now? Okay, now listen, children. Listen, the children. Okay. Let's see, honey. Yeah, it's gonna be a little serious because we got some. I'm gonna hit something that's going to. I'm a planter. I'm a plant a seed.
Okay.
That's going to take root very quickly. Okay, with this particular story, and you'll understand when I say what I'm about to say. Okay. One of the topics of discussion. Well, I'm gonna go down. We've talked about Jussie Smollett here, but I'm gonna give you. I know you didn't talk about it, so Jussie Smollett is on the docket.
Well, I know because remember I sent him over in something else yesterday because I feel like I didn't do well enough, and then
it was the Texas abortion thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then what else I put up in here? I forgot what I see. When I write the stuff, I forget what I put down. So I got to go read it. I was on the phone with my sister today, and I know I want to talk about Section 8 housing and programs and carrying on.
Okay.
She just dropped something on me, child, that just pissed me all the way off. And this is something that we as consumers need to get involved with. And this is why you keep talking about when we tell y'all about voting and understanding your local politics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is why you have to understand if you don't fucking vote on your local shit, damn the president and the governor.
Exactly.
Okay. And I'm saying that right now because I need for y'all to understand that when you're talking about the mayor, when you're talking about the deputy chief, when you're talking about the chief of police and all that kind of shit, you're talking about all of your sheriffs, your judges, your circuit court judges, all of these kinds of people, you need to understand why that is important. We're going to get into that when we talk about Section 8. So we have Jussie Smollett, Section 8. We want to talk about scripted television for a minute because I'm going to tell y'all, baby, listen, if y'all ain't up on the shows and on the programming, we'll sit down here. I'm going to tell y'all what I just binge watched, okay, and get y'all up to snuff. And then y'all tell me what y'all been binge watching and shit so that we can understand, honey. We need to support these television shows because we got a lot of good black programming out here, baby. And I'm telling you, now listen, I've been told.
We ain't never had a chance with so many of them. We can't keep up with them all.
Baby, listen. Well, because the market is saturated with everybody, but I mean, look at that. We're content creators, you know, and things of that nature. We have our own channel. You know, everybody has the ability to create. Okay.
And I love it.
And I love it. And for those of y'all who watching the YouTube series and carrying on, we have some very good YouTube programming and carrying on out here.
I was on one for a whole season. Y'all better go get you some of that Atlanta's Ugly Honey.
We you know, there's a number of things. Rose says she used nectar juice in her cakes. All right, for nectar juice. All right. We have a number of things, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I just got through watching and things of that nature. Okay. Now, that day, now here's the serious cards I'm gonna throw out here, and I'm gonna plant this seed because this here is real. Okay, this is real, and I did not realize the devastation until I just watched it on the news. And we just had these damn tornadoes just came through here and just sucked it to 8 states. Okay. And the two that done got hit the hardest are Kentucky, and it looked like Tennessee. Okay. But Kentucky, they got several cities in Kentucky that has been blocks that are fucking leveled. Okay. They say the death rate right now is they got 90 confirmed dead and it's rising. It's okay. It's absolutely, completely ridiculous. Okay, at this particular point, and I know. And see here, this is why I'm finna plant this seed, and it's finna go take roots in all different kinds of directions. Because for those of y'all who are believers, and your faith is wavering and rocking, because you're like, okay, why, Lord? Why all this kind of devastation? Why? You know. Because we have so many new homeless people now. I mean, so many. Okay, folks that don't have homes and carrying on. There was an Amazon place that got totaled. Okay, they had 6 folks dead up in that particular.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
One of the churches, one of the legendary churches, been there for 100 years. That girl is destroyed. Okay, another one that they had the clock on it. That girl is gone. We got acres and acres and acres of houses that are just absolutely destroyed. Cars that just been tossed around like little matchbox cars and carried on, honey. It's everything. And I'm wow. Let me bring Red up in here because he bouncing over there. Where your light at, child? You in the dark.
What?
You in the dark. Where your light?
My light is in Jesus.
You know what? No, I'm muting your goddamn mic. No.
and if you didn't hear me a few minutes ago, I'm high. I'm on muscle relaxers and shit, so I'm with the shits tonight. I swear to God. He said what he said.
He said what he said. Listen. Okay.
Look, man. Look. First and foremost, you however, you learn how to answer your phone when somebody's calling you.
You know the destruction and pain I've been in. I'm lucky I'm sitting up on the screen right now.
I don't care about.
You sound like the whole of 100 people that said the same thing to me.
I'm not in the mood for your Auntie Nikki excuses. I'm talking to Nicole. Nicole,
no excuse. That was the truth. That was the truth.
Answer the phone.
If I'm that asleep,
if I'm calling you, how many times do I directly call you? Think about it. Answer the phone. The end.
Y'all see him want to get me a minute on this damn thing. If I can't hear the phone because I'm asleep.
I said the conversation was over.
Oh, damn. Okay. Last time I checked, Nate live over that way.
Last time I checked, you was my sister, and we can reprimand each other.
Y'all see him getting on live TV.
Yeah,
okay. He better be lucky because my hands are still hurting. I'll be texting up a storm right now. I'm sorry, I was asleep. I ain't even talking to Red Man today. His birthday.
I know that.
Call too.
I know that.
Well, okay. So we done got through all the reprimands and the whoopers and carrying on.
All right, now what?
Got a whole beating.
What the hell is going on over in at the fried chicken place? What's going on?
Not the fried chicken place.
What fried chicken place?
What's tore up?
Oh, a tornado.
You know the tornadoes that done went through.
Get it. He said the fried chicken place over in Kentucky. He gets on my damn nerves.
Yeah, right. We just got all kinds of devastation. Kentucky just.
How is Kentucky getting hit like that?
Hello.
I believe
this tornado. Listen, they are saying that there was a tornado that set down and when it touched down, it went 200 miles of destruction. 200 miles of destruction
in Kentucky.
It went. That was the one in Kentucky, but they had a total of 8 tornadoes that had touched down in 8. Was it 6 tornadoes that touched down in 8 states? Yeah.
34. Where was they at?
Huh?
Okay, Kentucky and what else? That's too close to the Midwest.
And Tennessee.
Yeah, Kentucky, Tennessee. Wait a minute. Let me get all the states.
And what's happening at Fort Campbell then? What's going on if they hit Kentucky?
Right.
This is absolutely.
This is weirding me out because geographically there was not supposed to be no tornado touching down in Kentucky.
Okay.
That's why I saw something the other day. I wasn't in really my right frame of mind, so I hope I could find it again. But what he was talking about, I forget what country it was. They was over there testing stuff, changing the weather.
Okay.
And this shit that make you go into that. I don't like going down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole too much, but That's one of them things that where shit is happening where it's not supposed to be happening, and I don't know.
And this is why I said when I plant this seed, honey, it's going to blossom, because this is exactly what they're saying. They're trying to tell folks, listen, if y'all don't believe that the climate has changed, for those who keep saying climate change ain't real,
Are you
this
kidding
here
me?
is telling you the climate has changed to where, hell, this thing here, they said that the one that touched down, that girl was how wide? I think it was like 3 miles wide.
What?
3 miles wide, and did 200 miles worth of damn damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
I feel like the old people now, y'all better get y'all life right with God.
Okay. But
Baby.
You better get your damn life right.
Baby.
it's
Oh, I graduated through my partner's class today. Okay,
You
hey,
did? Congratulations.
hey. Kingdom kids up in here, y'all. Hey.
okay,
Congratulations.
Okay, here's what it says. It says, according to CNN, and this was at 3:54 today, there were at least 50 tornado reports during the outbreak this weekend. Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, Ohio, and Tennessee, according to the Storm Prediction Center. More than 80 people are feared dead following reports of tornadoes late Friday and early Saturday in Arkansas, Illinois, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, and Tennessee.
Did you say Ohio in there too?
Yes, I did.
And you said Illinois.
And I said Illinois.
Okay, now hold on. That explains it to me, because you don't know, my sister was here this weekend. She just landed back home. Maybe
Okay.
she came in, but she said she had a hell of a time getting here because she tried to use a buddy pass, and then they cut the flights down, and with no flights going on, they said due to inclement weather. And she's like, when she couldn't tell where the weather was at, like, what are they talking about? And then all of a sudden they did get to a point where they had a flight, and then she didn't get a seat because of the pass. So she turned around and bought a ticket, flew down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was great how to say, they kept in the flight going back today, they bumped it.
Mm.
She ended up just saying, you know what, I don't have time to play with y'all. Give me the next flight. I'll pay for it. It's paid for it.
Right. And
So,
it's probably because of all those places he just mentioned is weather effed up everywhere.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
don't have no routes to, they can't reroute or nothing. They can't go nowhere.
and I'm sitting here like, I'm sitting when she's saying this, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it was 70 degrees here yesterday.
And wasn't it? I looked at the thing today when I got up. I think it was like 58. It was damn near 60 degrees today. Like, and this stuff gets scary, y'all.
Yeah, and just looking at it, there was on the news report, the girl, they were in the Walmart, I think it was, and the girl was on her phone. They were trapped because the building had collapsed on them, and they trapped and things, and she was able to move, and she like, listen, somebody, hopefully y'all could get somebody to come and get us because we're stuck.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That probably was so damn scary.
That was the Amazon building. Okay, and they said they confirmed 6 are dead in that particular building. Okay, one of the candle stores that's in Kentucky that is leveled, and they don't know how many.
Was this through the city part, like Louisville and all that?
I can't. They said the county. Let me see if I get a updated report.
Oh my God.
Okay, here's one from an hour ago. Let me see.
And when did all of this start? Yesterday? Or the day before? Because I was gonna say, meanwhile,
Friday.
my and them went up to the damn moon and shit. They probably was up there in the atmosphere messing with
you know it. Every time something go up, we always have something every time. The day after tornadoes ravaged Western Kentucky, the governor is now saying at least 80 people are dead. In Mayfield, where a twister hit a candle factory, 8 workers were killed. Governor Andy Beshear has continued to say that he expects the death toll to exceed 100. He said during an update Sunday afternoon that the death count in 4 counties is in the double digits. Okay. amongst the deaths are 2 children, a 3-year-old from Graves County and a 5-year-old from Muhlenberg County. Okay. Who's calling who? You calling your sister?
I'm calling Louisville.
Please leave your message for 5026664.
Sharita, this is Lavelle. Give me a call back so I can know what's going on up there in Kentucky. I need a direct thing. We live on TV right now. I need to know what's going on. See, she'll probably know. Reason I called that person, is because she runs one of the #1 and the large. She owns one of the largest tow truck agencies there. So if there's any destruction going on, she's in the thick of it.
Right. Okay.
When we got stuff like this, I wish I would have been. Well, I wasn't mentally here this weekend, but I would have called Cash to have him come in with us. Since Cash is actually a meteorologist and be able to explain some of this shit. Why, you know what I mean? Break it down to us. Why it's happening, where it came from, and all kinds of stuff.
But this is not making sense to me.
It doesn't make sense in places like that.
The areas that you name it, I'm like, what?
Yeah, these are the counties. The following counties were all affected to some degree or another by the storms: Fulton, Hart, Hickman, Graves, Marshall, Lyon, Caldwell, Hopkins, Muhlenberg, Breckenridge, Ohio, Bullitt, Spencer, Shelby, Logan, Christian, Warren, Edmondson, Taylor, and Marion. Okay. Bowling Green officials said Sunday that it would take weeks to restore the power there. So Bowling Green is completely out with power outages in Carolina.
Weeks to restore the power.
Yes, if you listen, if you had seen the devastation, it looks like a bomb was dropped. When we see third world countries, and you know how it looks like, it just looked like shrapnel and just shredded wood everywhere.
You guys, these are things that let us know and think about some of the things we don't think about until it happens. You know, when everybody getting that a lump sum of cash for this and blah blah blah, you know, it's about to be tax season and all that. Buy yourself a generator, because I'm gonna make sure that these two hold me accountable until I buy one.
That, and then, you know, again, you know, I said we were going to have to start revisiting, you know, making sure you got your emergency checklist, because I just did the same thing, because we just had a power outage here earlier today. Child, over here at my place, yeah.
Oh, okay, because sometimes when we have one, you don't be having
Okay, College Park. What the fuck are the transformers made out of over there?
Get out of my head, because the same thing I just said.
For us, it'd be the kids. You know that Quick Trip that's right there on 85, like a croak, where Justin live at? For some reason, these bastards always stealing cars and running into that one.
Whatever.
But that one don't take Meech's out. His be on something different.
We heard that damn thing because it sounded like a truck crash, but that was that damn transformer. We heard it.
Yeah. When they blow, you hear it.
And that's the first thing. When it hit, I heard it, and I saw my wife, because I was watching television.
She calling back.
Is that her? All right, hold on, y'all. We're gonna get to.
I'm not sure who you are.
Okay. All right. I was looking for Sharita Sitgraves.
Pardon?
I was looking for Sharita Sitgraves. I'm trying another number.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the wrong one, but thank you.
All right. That sounds like her husband.
Like, no, son, that ain't why I'm calling. We calling about the weather.
I was watching television, and then of course my power went out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it flashed for a second, and then it was out again. But when I heard that damn thing, I said, and I saw when the power, I said, "Tell me that was a transformer." So I called the police department.
you said you thought them niggas was over there dropping bombs,
baby.
Bombs over Baghdad.
So I called the police department because usually, you know, I don't have the emergency number for College Park Power.
Okay.
So I called them. They said they didn't have any complaints as of yet, but I was one of the first ones.
So is that why ours is different? You got College Park Power?
Yeah.
Okay, I got Georgia Power. That explains why we don't never have outages at the same time.
Right, and also too, it also lets you know that you're not a part of College Park, because everybody who's a part of College Park, 30337 have to go through College Park Power.
And that's what I always say. I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all say I live in College Park. My address say I
Right.
live in Atlanta, but my county say I live in Clay. I don't know where the fuck I live at, y'all.
Okay.
I live in 3 places at once.
So when I called the emergency number, you know, I was like, listen, I think a transformer was hit, you know. But then it made me want to get together and get to my councilman and carry on, because see, now for the 13 years that I've been in this apartment, honey, at least 3 times a year when we have power outages is when you got their transformers unpopped. Okay. And now my question becomes, what is it that they're doing with these and that was my question exactly. What are they made from? That these girls keep popping or blowing or whatever. Do we have enough power?
Right.
Are they strong enough to generate the kind
right.
of power?
And they got to go back and do some more stuff.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something
when
that we need
College
to
Park
look at.
builds, you need more. You're gonna need more stuff.
Yeah,
that's
like
something that
we need to look
when
at.
you got the old house that had the fuses. Remember?
Right.
Them little fuses we used to have to screw in.
Yeah.
And you do one extra thing that wasn't supposed to be on there, the whole goddamn house out.
Right.
Now you down there trying to unscrew everything with the light bulb, trying to figure out which one you done.
Which one go to what? Not knowing, and then that's because we didn't know to check the fuse. You look for the one that's black because it's the one that blew out.
Yeah,
we don't know that.
But remember, if you was in the dark and you ain't had no flashlight, like the dumbass, you couldn't see. You
was in the dark, you couldn't see.
Wow.
I was thinking about that
Or
from the other
better yet,
day.
I think you just gave me a flashback.
Listen, because I know we done all been there. I know.
My grandmother used to give me that fuse and that flashlight and tell me go down there.
Oh, no, okay. Did you sit up there? Is this the one? Nah, that ain't the one. That ain't the one. No.
Yeah, because we got real fancy when them fuse boxes came in, right? With the circuit breakers.
The circuit breakers.
Hey, with my uncle Stanley, did you hear me talk about all the time? He was a licensed professional electrician. And when fuse boxes came, well, he flipped that house until all fuse boxes down in that house. Oh,
baby, you couldn't tell nobody nothing. You yelling, look, you flipped the wrong damn one. You cut off everything else. Flip it back.
Right. Okay. So, and I have candles, but I have more of, the glass candles, the religious candles. Candles. Okay, but what we need the emergency candles. For those who y'all love to have them goddamn glow sticks or whatever. We need to buy some in bulk so that we can have them in emergency. You can pop that damn thing and put them around the house, like in your bathroom.
The little things, the ones I got for Lily, the little motion detector lights.
Yeah,
the
clickers.
If you have a bunch of those, they run by batteries. You can put them in, and then that way you can maybe make a path to where you might need to go, like because the kids will get scared and stuff like that. So if you get a bunch of those and then make a path or have them on the walls and stuff like that, so they'll light up as soon as you walk past. I thought about it, Mish. Remember I said I had bought extra burners because I didn't know what was going to happen on Thanksgiving if I was going to need more burners and stuff. I haven't taken them out the box, so I think those are going to be the first things that I start my box with.
Okay.
Two electric burners, but I'm on the next big purchase I buy, not a big purchase, but a big purchase of something that I wouldn't normally buy is I want to go ahead and get a generator because we just never know when we're gonna need it.
We don't know, and see, like
it's weird that we don't think about stuff like that because last year or the year before last, we were doing me and Stay High, y'all know who that is. We were doing pallets. We were going to the warehouses buying the pallets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we got a pallet that year with about 10 of them things on in the box and sold them
out.
That's so funny because I was just saying the other day, I was like, "Ooh, cool. Amazon be having them pallets for sale, and we just get it, and it just be like, woohoo, let's have an open box and see what we get." It's like little kids at crib, you don't know what you're gonna get.
No, the way they had the pallet set up in this warehouse, I know where it's at too. Each pallet got different stuff on. Like one of them that we purchased, it had 8 power wheels on it, and it was only $250 for that one pallet.
Wow!
Remember the place where we went and got those microwaves that we got. Remember?
Yeah.
Hey man, we went up in there. I'm talking about, bro. When I say we went in there, we bought 7 pallets that day.
Woo! Because a lot of the stuff just be maybe scratch and dent, and you know they can't sell it like that.
Some of it was so funny. Some of it was just the boxes were torn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some stores not allowed to sell that stuff. So
But I'm gonna tell you what,
I think that's a good investment.
The Doom buggy, that red one that you always see at the Lowe's and all that red race car Doom buggy.
Box. Oh yeah, the penny in the box. Remember that, y'all? Put the penny in.
Yeah. Put a penny in the box. Hello, and then you screwed it for the conductor. Okay.
Right.
Listen, here's where I'm going with a lot of this, because let's look at this. Let's look at this, y'all, because under this administration, you know, Biden and Kamala, honey, they don't have the greatest approval ratings right now. Okay. And it's only been 11 months. Okay. So, all right, fine. But here we are. We're back at having states of emergencies and carrying on. We got a whole fucking state now that is going to be down. What are we going to do with these people? Okay. They can't work. Hell,
right.
Everybody been relying on Amazon. Well, hell, the damn Amazon is toe up. Okay. We got houses, blocks and blocks.
It's almost Christmas.
Yes. The candle store, honey, they were in there working trying to fulfill Christmas orders. So now that whole candle store, honey, it is completely obliterated. So now here's where this is. Because I don't know how many of y'all have been getting, you know, little emails and stuff or whatever it was. And apparently we thought that they were scams. Talking about what the government's supposed to be giving a fourth stimulus check to a certain amount of people, and only this and only that. But here we are. We are in a state of emergency now, honey.
Right.
What are these people going to do, and where's money coming from? See, I really believe that a lot of time when the United States start to have these type of disasters, okay, us as a country, as our provinces are carrying on our territories that we own, okay, whenever we get hit, I tell you, I really believe that this is God's way of making us accountable for service, being of service to one another. Because right now, y'all, we giving money for this and giving money for that and this, that, and the other. You know, there should not be a homeless problem in this country. We have too many people who are not millionaires. We have too many people who are millionaires, and particularly, we got too many young Black millionaires now. The hip hop has given us a lot of Black millionaires. Okay,
I put up a post about that. The little girl was talking about it. She was naming all the Black people. It's like, we shouldn't have these things. We have the millionaires now.
Right.
So where's the real thing? Like, okay, you might sign a check or whatever, but where's the real community-based stuff? Now, some of them are out there like that. I'm not going to take it away from the ones who are out there and doing things, but it got to be bigger, and it got to be more than coming together.
That's where I'm going.
I appreciate what you all do in the community.
Right.
At the same time, what you doing in the community for accolades as an individual is the same that you spend at Houston's when you take your entourage out to eat. So I'm really not, you know what I'm saying? So,
not to mention that you're using most of it as tax write-offs. So let's
you went there.
And when you take everybody out of your entourage to eat, your accountant writes that off as a business meal.
Every
That's
time.
a business meal. When y'all go to the strip club and make it rain, honey, that becomes a business expense.
That's all the expense, because it's all about doggone image. You're purchasing an image.
Right.
So to me, I feel like it was one guy that he spent, they calculated he spent $1 million in a year at the Atlanta strip clubs.
Boy.
Well, now I'm gonna put this up here one more time. Maybe God is trying.
How you have $5 million in 3 years? You trying to figure out how the doggone save money?
Now, here's the thing. Do y'all really understand that for all of your community work, that goes down as a business write-off as well?
Yeah.
Do those kind of donations and do for the community.
That's what I was just saying.
All of that goes down as in-kind donations and community work and carried on. That money goes down to where you can get that. You can claim that money, get that money
claim
back.
it and get it back.
You know,
I done had 50 meals in the last 3-4 months.
Wow.
The pastor and them. Those are write-offs.
Right.
Baby, a Nana envelope is heavy with receipts. You understand me? If I got to go to that store, the one day I was like, "Oh, I gotta look nice for whatever the hell we was." I think we was going to the game or something. That's a part of our branding. If you think I ain't put my damn lashes and my nails in that damn,
okay. But see, but this is where all of this comes into play. This is why I'm looking at us as a community. We do the talk, but I need to see us walk the walk. And I'm not talking about the Nipsey Hustles, and I'm not talking about those, the Killer Mikes and the TIs, because they got individual stuff. In fact,
right?
Nipsey was snuffed out because of his community stuff. He got too political. Okay, now let it be told.
Know how that goes. As soon as you
Let
start talking about Dr. Saber, baby, they want to get you
what's my other baby? What's my other baby? What's the other baby?
Killer Mike?
The one that was killed. Nipsey. What's the other baby?
Oh, there's a bunch of them that was killed.
No, I'm talking about no, but he was doing the same thing. He was in the community and carrying on, and he was killed.
Are you talking about the one that was just killed?
Yeah.
Cause the one that just went and got cookies for his mom.
Yeah.
Young Dolph.
Okay, Young Dolph. It's a third one. There's another name, honey. There's another one. There's another one, and I can't. Okay, but they're all in their little hip hop, community and carrying on, and they're out here doing this, but they need the help. And
right.
and if we can pull those resources together, even if you can't do it on the global sense, to where you're saying, okay, we're going to help the United States, you could take that shit back. Everybody always want to rep your motherfucking hood. You know
what I saw last night? I don't know if y'all saw that. I had shared it. There's a guy. His name is Tommy. We call him Tommy. His name is Thomas Blackwell. His grandfather was J.D. Blackwell, Lucius Blackwell. From Philly, the politicians. Tommy was actually the lead singer of No Question. Tommy was boots on the ground out last night in the middle of Philly. They was marching, doing a new kind of town watch.
Right.
Because it's so much killing and so much this going on. And I'm like I had to just write. I was like, I'm so proud of you. Like, because I knew him before he was Tommy from No Question, before he was Tommy, now the school teacher, he's an elementary school teacher, before he was Tommy following in his grandparents' footsteps of this politician stuff. So to see this young man just doing his thing, him and his wife, they out there, they on the street, his radio show be about all of that stuff, teaching the kids and being boots on the ground. They was walking through West Philly last night. It was dark as hell. And I know he's from West Philly. But baby, I don't walk the street at night when I go home with Philly.
Okay.
How much walking I did when I went home to Chicago.
Okay. Now listen, the whole thing of it is that I'm looking at this. I'm looking at programs. And I'm going to link this Section 8 piece into this as well, because when we're looking at programs, when we're looking at understanding what all of this means, okay. For those of y'all who really have problems with people who are homeless,
right?
Okay? For those of y'all who keep saying, there's a number of us who still keep hollering at them, go get a job, honey. Well, when the job got towed up because of a tornado, where do I go?
It's a whole bunch of highly educated people that are homeless.
And carrying on. I mean, hell, in my bouts of homelessness and carrying on, yes, I had friends to rely on, but it wasn't my house.
It wasn't yours.
It wasn't mine.
When you go through that, you are still homeless. That's why we did that documentary, Transitional Homelessness, and what that looks like as well. People don't understand.
People don't get that. And so now that we have all this kind of devastation going on, what are we looking for? And then looking at this, it's going to be years. You hear me? Years. Y'all see what New Orleans is doing, and they still talking about remnants of Katrina.
Yep.
And then they have more shit to happen after Katrina. But they still hadn't recovered. And so now what are we going to do? What is this going to look like, people? Because now the people going to need water. They're going to need diapers for babies. They're going to need laundry. your services and carrying
Oh,
on.
I got a whole bunch of diapers under the thing too from when the twins was here. I
Okay.
had bought a case of diapers. If somebody come, I don't know how
You
to
know,
use people, they can have it.
I'm sure they're going to be putting together care packages so that they can take down rigs of stuff to the people. But this is what this is. You know, I got soup in the car. I got Campbell's soup in the car that somebody had put up there at the mail center, and I took it because remember when we did the thing for the girl. I ain't gonna call her name out here. But you know the radio host that had called me and I said, you know, she was in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. I had grabbed the soup because I was like, okay, listen, you know, I gave her a call and say, hey, you good over there? Because she's like, listen, I just, you know, her she had just acquired. She went from having no kids to having 6 kids because she acquired her siblings' children.
Okay,
Carrying on, right?
I remember.
And so now she was like, okay, listen, I'm trying to get medicine. Listen, I'm reaching out to my village. She said, I know. She's and I felt her. You know, I felt her. So I gave a monetary donation. And I'm sitting up there trying to, you know, make sure that the kids was gonna eat a carrying on. So I grabbed the soup and other things that I had, you know, and I was ready to put a care package together. But then she told me, she said, I'm good.
Okay.
We good and we stable. So I'm like, okay, good. So now we could take this and give it to somebody else because I don't need. See, one of the things I don't like when the need is there, I don't need you to keep taking because you in the bind. If you got enough and you good, then okay, that means that we can check you off as good and then go down the next line, go down the line to the next person. Because if you start hoarding all the shit, you know. Then it becomes a problem, which is why I had to tell that to my daughter. I'm like, bitch, you need to learn how to say no. I know your heart may be in the right place, but bitch, number one, we don't have no place to store this stuff. Number two, it don't get out of here fast enough because your mind said, oh, I know somebody who can do it, but then we don't never get it to them because bitch, hell, they ain't got no car. And you know, I don't feel most of the time, girl, bye. Okay, you talking about food and carrying on. This shit is already cooked and is perishable or whatever. We ain't got time for all that.
Right.
You know, we don't have time for it. I tell these people, listen, if you ain't got no room for it, take it down here. You know where the homeless children are, honey. Fix them a plate. Wrap the plate up and take it down there and feed them a plate, honey. Okay, because they ain't got to come to nobody's house like this, child. Stop that shit. Because over here, if we don't eat it, y'all know I can't eat like I used to. I want to. My eyes say I want to.
Yeah.
Okay. My eyes be wanting to fuck some shit up, but here my stomach said, okay, bitch, you keep doing it here. You got one more time to put something in your motherfucking face, bitch, and I got news for you. Okay. And she fucked me up in 3 ways, honey. I start hiccuping, I hurt, and carrying on. And if I'm not throwing up, it's coming out somewhere else, honey.
Listen,
okay.
I be throwing up and at the same damn time.
The anomalies, honey. The anomalies.
Right. This shit is not cute.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not cute. It's nowhere near cute. Okay, nowhere near cute. So we're just in that space. So now I'm looking at this because again, we're dealing with this kind of devastation and carrying on that we have seen. I'm looking at companies, you know, a lot of the contractors who are builders and carrying on. They're going to have to remove all of this shrapnel and all of this wood. They got to excavate that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, is your business strong enough to where you could donate the man hours because they're going to need to? They're going to need trucks and shit to scoop up and to get rid of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
We can't put that on the government because see all of that the government don't have enough trucks. See, this is the kind of stuff that I look at. You know, when you talking about a whole entire city block, child, David Muir was there. He went walking down the block. He went in one house, baby. He went in the front door to go in, and the walls are gone. You looking out, he was in the dining room to look out, to look down the street, damn it, and all the houses down the street, everything is just flat. And that was one house. Okay. So now when we're talking about trying to coming together, you know, we got to get materials, we got to get equipment and tools, you know, and carrying on because now, you know, all of that, you know, now with the companies or whatever, I don't know about that candle company. I don't know. I don't know what they just said it was a candle company. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if it's a chain or if it was just the only store, but you know, they have their businesses and carrying on Amazon. Well, we know Amazon got resources that they could come and take care of their store or whatever the case may be. But when we talking about building houses, I'm sitting up here thinking about, y'all know, these trailer homes and things and these modular homes, because now we won't have time to sit up there and build. We got to get these folks into homes. So what? Remember those when FEMA came and was dropping all those trailers everywhere for schools and all this kind of shit? Yeah, we have those things available for these people. What about the containers? Remember, I showed y'all before that they were talking about building homes out of those old containers.
Out of those old containers from that be at the shipyards.
The shipping containers at the ship.
I seen that. Those come out nice too.
Yeah, they do. So the question becomes, how do we now pull all of that together so that folks can get homes? And y'all know yesterday I was just talking about why is it, that was Friday, that why is it that we're not sitting up here utilizing some of these old schools? Y'all keep shutting down these damn schools. The schools are now, they have everything that we need.
Listen, my school, y'all know I went to a school that was like K to 8th grade, even back then. The school that I went to, Most Precious Blood, it's at 23rd and 29th and Diamond. It's now and it's an apartment building. Like, it's been that way for some years since they had closed it. But can you imagine what that is? That's so dope. You them high ass goddamn ceilings and all kinds of shit. They have places. All of those. The only time, like I said, I ever felt like I was in the hood here in Georgia was when we was over there, like in Bankhead, and I was like, whoa, so y'all Georgians really do got a hood. Okay. Right. You know, hood for us people who come from the city. That's what I meant. Like, I didn't know. I went over there. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this it. This it. Right. There's so many abandoned
they got
apartment buildings and stuff over there. There shouldn't be that many homeless people. If y'all don't do nothing but go in there and gut the motherfuckers out and make them to the bare minimum, just so these people don't have to be on the street.
Exactly.
Like, that makes no sense. They just sitting there. Some rich MFer own them, and it's just sitting there.
Because they're looking for developers. They're looking for developers, and that's what happens.
They don't want.
That's what happens.
Man, when it gets so frustrating.
It does, because what happened. I mean, hell, we got a building now that's in downtown College Park that the private owner wants too much money for that bitch. He wants entirely too much money for it, and then what we were offered. What was offered to us to put in that particular spot, honey, was ridiculous. I mean, though it's needed, it was still ridiculous. We are in the mecca of MARTA. We're talking about medical offices and restaurants. Okay, they talking about they want to put down some kind of juvenile detention center. No. No. The fuck is you talking about? For them little badasses to be right across from the MARTA station? Because you don't know how to control them, and then they go wreaking havoc on the city? We got elite children that's coming down here. A lot of our restaurants.
I've worked at one of those. They don't always be as bad as they wound up being before they got there.
Right. The true that, and I get that. I'm not putting. I know that my comments are strictly based on the stigma.
No, I know exactly what you mean. You know I know what you mean, but I want everybody to know he's not trying to be funny. It just is.
Man, he talking about some little niggas, man. I ain't gonna be sitting up there.
It just is what it is.
He talking about.
It is what it is.
Okay. A little nigga don't have to be black. It don't have to be white.
Definitely not. They can be whatever color. There's a whole bunch of them do not have the resources to rebuild. They wind up taking out loans so they can rebuild. Yeah, the local businesses, the small owners, they don't.
Do, but now here's where we are. Now see, let's go right there, Ro, because you said take out loans. Here we are here. Why is it that I have to get a loan at this ridiculous rate or whatever, and you know this here we got to rebuild? Why is it that, and how come the bank don't take that? When you know, see, this is where I am, where it comes down to real big corporations and banks and carrying on. You know what the fuck the country is in. Why is it that you don't sit down there and take that?
Every deal that goes through a bank or a major corporation, they don't want to take the risk on their end of the deal.
That's why it should be grants and shit set up for these.
The banks are like that. That's why it's so hard for a bank to do what they really supposed to be set up for in the first place, because the people in the banks don't want to have no type of accountability. They don't want to have no type of liability. They want to make sure that they are in the clear in all deals. They want to win. They want to win if the loan is paid off, and they want to win if the loan is doggone default.
Okay.
They ain't never been truer words spoken.
Okay. A prize said they are so hard to get right now. I ordered a whole house generator last September, and it's still on back order. Hopefully this month, but most likely it will be next month, because a lot of that. Remember, we still got shipping shit. You know, if they coming in for coming in, and we still got shipping issues and carrying on, and they still on them ships or whatever. You know, yeah, that's part of the other problem that we're having. Now let's look at this with Kentucky and all this devastation going on. We already were told that right now, because of the shipping issues and a lot of the damage that COVID has done, a lot of the materials to rebuild have doubled. The price that it costs to build a house nowadays is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Everything. I forgot to tell you this and bring this up. They are so anal and ignorant with the price gouging they're doing right now in retail. Woo! Did you know? Oh, hold on. When I can't even roll this off my tongue. Right?
I'm a solo. You take it.
No. Right. I was in search of me. I don't give two rats ass about a Christmas tree, but now we have a little crumb snatcher in the house. So I said, well, let me doggone get the ooh and the wow for the little crumb snatcher, and okay, we'll go with the tree. All right. A skirt to go around the bottom of the tree on the floor. I used to pick them up for $2, $3, $4, $5, 10 max. I priced them the other day chasing down a skirt for this tree, and it started at $40 and ended up at
y'all said she better go get one of them pretty towels.
And
go get a pretty towel out the damn little
do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
What the hell kind of skirt that show up with no gifts in his hand costs $40 damn.
Okay.
Man, okay, you know what? That's just like everything. And then I found out that I was helping somebody car search. The price gouges have went up in the vehicles. God, thank you that I bought my vehicle the month before that it happened. I got mine for my birthday. Come November 1st, they added $7,500 to the price of the car that I'm driving.
I know the hell you like. Yeah, because I was looking at cars too, even used cars, and they was just like so much more than they should be. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I got a friend that he's a finance manager for, and he broke it down to me, and he said how each range or category of cars, and he sent the numbers to me telling me what they went up to, and that's how I knew. He said, "Man, I'm glad you hurry up and got that car." He said, because we just got a shipment of them in, and they $7,500 more than what the doggone regular price is on.
Oh, damn way. That don't make no sense.
And I'm like, right now, he was like, yeah, he said, we can't even keep cars. He said, because people are pre-ordering them.
Right.
Buying them. He said, so even if we got cars that come in and sit on the lot, we catch your hell getting them off the lot because they are 75, 85, 95 marked up beyond what they're supposed to normally be.
That's crazy.
Now listen here. Ain't no damn way that a skirt that's supposed to wrap around the motherfucking Christmas tree gonna cost $40 and it didn't come with no pair of pumps or nothing, bitch. And I can't wear that girl out.
Oh, but I want to know what the one that cost. Nikki, that was the cheapest one. I want to know what the $120 one do.
Wait. Now y'all know we ain't never had no damn Christmas tree, so when Cole asked for the one that we got, because we got the same one y'all got, we just spray painted it purple. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's supposed to go under there, so I know goddamn well they don't expect me to buy no damn skirt for no damn tree for a tree that we wasn't supposed to have.
No, I end up using my street resources, and I'm you know. I got one for $6. But yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
How
Look,
about
when it's
that?
time to get them generators, we might need you to call in the order down to the PX. I need for you to either call the street people or call the PX, because you know on the base they got them. I'm putting orders through you and Brian. Look,
Yeah, we
check
going
up
to
there
be
for
going
you.
to Mexico.
Listen, let me tell you something, Tam. See, what we're gearing up for is a lot of. I really wish we get back into the barter system, because, as we all know, money is becoming obsolete.
Right.
And carrying on, and then now, because of what's going on in the world, listen, rent is astronomically high. Rent is I'm sitting up here. I started looking at other places and stuff, because since I'm not going to be on the by the board, I don't have to necessarily have my allegiance here to Ward 2.
Right.
Okay.
So we've discussed that we're dedicated to College Park.
We're dedicated to College Park, but I don't have to sit down here and make my allegiance to Ward 2 because of what's going on. So I'm looking at other places here in College Park or whatever, because I'm like, okay, well, let me expand, because I said when I'm ready to move, I want to come out of this apartment and go into a house. Rent $14, $15, $16, $2,500 motherfucking dollars. And the wages have not gone up, and the way how they want you to come up in here, they want your monthly gross to be 3 times what your income is.
Now that's some asinine. Okay, that's some idiotic ass shit. You want to gouge the monthly rent, but the economy has not broken anything.
Has not changed.
Nothing's changed. You want to go all the way up here, and then you want to have me qualify for up here, but I'm still down here.
Right. Okay.
So what you doing is making more people be homeless. Because not forgetting the people who are already wherever they live. And if you don't own your house or whatever, and they're trying to raise your rent, but your finances haven't been raised, you ain't even back to what you was getting before all this shit happened.
How about that? Okay, tell the truth.
Hey, hold on. I don't know if I told Mish probably know this. For a minute, my stuff was getting raised every 2 months.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow, was y'all on month to month?
We went to month to month, and I think I'm gonna tell you something. They slick did it, because when it was time to renew, he was supposed to be coming by, do the walkthrough or whatever. He did come do the walkthrough, and then he supposed to be getting the doggone lease together, and then he just went on automatically, did a month to month lease or whatever, and kept it like that. I'm like, wait a minute, because when I said something, I said, how is you doing this, sending me this letter every few months about raising the rent? He's like, well, we got you on month to month. Listen. Also, that was the slick move that him and the landlord got together and did. They put me on month to month. So
I don't even know how often are they allowed to do that, because we only been here like a little bit over 2 years, and they raised that shit a whole $100.
Yeah.
No, you're not understanding. It was Meech know I was getting a letter.
Yeah.
Every couple of months they was giving me $50 raises.
Yeah. And see, what they do is they put this all up under the guise of market rate. Okay.
Yeah,
the market rate.
You know what? I'm glad you said. I couldn't figure out the word he said to me.
Yeah.
He had the audacity to tell me what the average rent was around.
Right.
What the hell they got to do with me?
They ain't got shit to do with me. And see, and this is why, because like over here with my complex or whatever, Miss Ventron Management, honey, she loves this. And I told y'all this before. She loves to sit down and take us on this journey of, if you come in today and you looking for an apartment or whatever, honey, they quote you one price today. But if you don't lock it in, you come back tomorrow or the next day, they'll tell you that the market rate has changed, and they will tell you a higher price. Bitch, ain't nothing went down in the last 48 hours, and this is what I got on them. What changed? Ain't no new nothing over here within the last 5 minutes. We ain't had no supermarket.
Because remember, I said this the other day. Before we moved here, Red, I was looking over there in Embarcadero just so that I could probably be closer to beach, right?
Right.
The apartment for a 2-bedroom was more than what I paid for this house, which I think is too much for this goddamn house. I might as well say $1,300 for this house. It's $1,280. 2-bedroom. They wanted more than that.
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, shit. It's a no for me. Listen.
Where the government should be involved, they're not. And where they bothering folks, they shouldn't be.
Right.
Exactly. And that's where we are. So
that's it.
This is why I'm on to people and making sure. This is why you really got to understand your local politics. And I know it gets frustrating. I know half the time you might feel it's inconvenient because it's chopping in on your fucking stories or you watching.
But as soon as you get a problem
or whatever,
you want to cuss everybody out.
Right. Okay. Or better yet, honey, it's interrupting your motherfucking game time because you on your phone. Or now you could get everywhere, and you could get every motherfucking where else on the goddamn train, honey. But as soon as it comes down to okay, we got to go vote or we got to go to this meeting because they're talking about cutting this off, you don't want to take your ass down there. Okay. Oh, I ain't got time for that. All of a sudden, honey, now you got to wait for the kids to get out of school on the school bus. Bitch, they've been latchkey all this motherfucking time.
Okay.
Bring their asses down there with you. See, you talking about something? I got 16 kids. Well, bring all 16 of them down there. So
exactly. I bet you them motherfuckers will pay attention to you then.
Okay. And carry it on. Child, it is absolutely that way. I need for folks, and I'm just on this particular quest because in time like this, with this kind of devastation going on, we already know that we're going to have a topsy-turvy with the government. Okay. We're just going to have, this is finna go to get that way. Now, everybody want to talk about inflation and carrying on. Biden and Harris, they don't have, I think their approval rating is under 40% right now. Okay. And a lot of that is the Trumponians and carrying on, just wanting to be assholes and things. Right. The rest of it is folks are feeling as though, well, you're not talking to your base. It was black and brown folks that got you up in there, and you sung and you gave us the song and dance, and now it's looking as if you ain't paying attention to us. And I'm like, okay, I hear you, and this, that, and the other. But one of the things that we got to do is put their feet to the fire. I get sick of us talking about they ain't doing shit for black folks, but black folks ain't in their motherfucking faces. You bitch moan and complain, but we ain't down there in their faces. You ain't at your councilors. You ain't at your congressman.
And it don't stop once the election is over.
Exactly.
If they not doing what you fought for, what you voted for, they in there, and you're not holding them accountable, then you need to shut up. That's just it. I can't complain about some shit that I chose to not take part in.
Okay,
and that's the long and short end of it. Go look at your ass in the mirror and say, well, I didn't go vote because I was the one I do this shit, and now I ain't no sense. I can't do shit. Or start there.
Okay.
It ain't never too
late. We have got to get on this because see now it's about to get sticky. Those of y'all who got food stamps and carrying on, and benefits, we got to look at this from another angle. Plus, with all this emergency money that's got to come up to take care of all 8 of these states and carrying on, now we got to deal with people on both in the parties want to talk about what ain't enough money. Oh, we overspending. It's always Republicans could always find all this goddamn pork spending when we got Democrats in office. But bitch, y'all got so much pork in that shit, bitch, honey. Everybody got high blood pressure.
Child.
Okay. And nobody wants to talk about what it is. Oh, we got all this pork spending. But bitch, if y'all still sitting up there paying $65 for a hammer and bullshit like that, okay, it is absolutely $65 for a 99-cent hammer. Okay, and you buy 5,000 of them. Okay, that doesn't make sense. We have to get on and really start to work this out. For those of you who feel as though you're not articulate enough to tell your problems or whatever, then damn it, we need your face there. We need your body there. Hell, we could get a spokesperson to there and speak on your behalf. And if you there, bitch, you can sit down there and say, that ain't what I said. I said this.
Right.
Okay.
But be
and
present.
carry it on.
Be present.
We
Show
need to
up.
do this because right now, this climate change, honey, we really got to. I wish that Georgia would start us recycling. That's not a legal thing here. It's not a mandatory thing for us to recycle. It is arbitrary.
I was wondering why when I lived in McDonough, it was definitely you had to have a recycle bin and a goddamn regular trash bin.
Okay.
Here,
And right there, that's a
Still
city
do.
thing because that's probably what they mandated. That's not number one. Here in the state of Georgia, that's not mandated as a state law.
yeah, and I can
Okay.
see like for apartment complexes, that would make so much more sense.
It would make so much more sense. And then here's something that I found out about recycling. For those of you who don't know how to recycle and carry on, they had this on Good Morning America a couple of weeks ago, and they were saying, how can you tell if the plastic is recyclable? Is that if you try to press it or whatever, or poke something through it, that you can't poke no hole through it.
Then it is or it's not.
If you can poke a hole through the plastic, it is not recyclable.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good enough.
I was like, oh, well, that's good information because
Right.
my thing is, long as it was plastic, honey, it was
You
going
know,
in.
let me tell you something. The city of Chicago was one of them states that started a thing called the blue bag system.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of the first pioneers, the first team to work the plant. They opened up 4 plants in the city of Chicago for recycling plants.
Okay.
And I was on the team that went plant to plant, opening those brand new machines, those brand new operations, getting them up and running as they was hiring people to operate all 4 of them.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
I used to make hella money. But the greatest thing about that was it brought so much more money back to the city because we were doing $2-3 million a day in recyclables at one plant, and we had
How
4
about that?
plants.
Say, yeah.
We had 4 plants, bro, and each plant was supposed to be possibly, maybe like how could I say possibly like supposed to be $1 million a day, right? We were doubling and tripling that, so we were getting bonus checks on top of our paychecks. I had some paydays that was $2,500 on a payday.
Wow. Okay.
But the fact is, there was enough money to put back into the city.
Right. Okay.
And then for a lot of programs up there. Well, it was a lot. But in Chicago, at one time, under the right leadership, a lot of money was going back to the city, and a lot of things wasn't going on. There was a lot of shelters being built and programs for young pregnant women. They was all taking them off the street, educating them, letting they have food built for the females to go while during their pregnancy, ran by nurses and teachers. So they can graduate. They can graduate and doggone have a baby.
Now that's good.
How do you say is take your extra food to those free community fridges. Fridge99.com. Okay. If you got gently used clothes, 7-day churches, or a nursing home like Sadie G. Mays, being a big guy, they take my clothes quick because sometimes they get a big person that they don't have clothes for. That there is gospel right there. Big men and carrying on in this particular world when it comes down to being homeless and things. There's never enough clothes for a man of size in these kind of situations. Never.
Which is why I went from having a Hollywood wardrobe to doggone picking and choosing and how I can actually tell you everything that's in my closet. There was a time I couldn't even tell you that, but I personally gave my clothes away for different events, different situations. Helping me, you know what I'm saying? I had a good friend of mine get killed, and I knew he was a thug type dude changing his life. He had 3 weeks before he was graduating from Le Cordon Bleu and got killed.
Damn.
But what I do, I put him in a Steve Harvey and laid him to rest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I knew he didn't own the suit, but I went and sent that to his mom, and I laid him in a whole Heather Gray.
Okay.
But yeah,
now,
he got hit by a car. No, that was YouTube. I was trying to move it around, but I see it popped on here. Whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to guide some traffic over to somewhere. But I want us to really get into that. Now, I was saying I was putting on the Section 8 with this because here's something that my sister told me today that has just pissed me off. And that there is, my sisters, they have to move because when Detroit had the floods just recently, a few months ago, my sisters, their house got hit pretty bad.
Wow.
Okay. And the basement was flooding the kid. They lost a lot of clothes and all that kind of stuff. But what is happening is the landlord doesn't want to do the repairs on the house. Okay. She don't want to do it. And then on top of it, they had a fire before. Okay. A small fire because the dryer had caught fire. Well, when they came in, it was told by the fire department that the fucking wiring in the house was bad. So it wasn't them, it was the wiring. So they told the landlord, they told this heifer that she had to get that wiring fixed in order to be compliant. Okay. She pussyfooted around, had somebody come up in there to do a patch job. It still ain't right. Okay. It still ain't right. And now little Miss Thing do not want to do the mandatory requirement that she needs to do to get the house up to code after all this flooding and carrying on. So now the program that my sister's in, they're telling her that she got to move and she got to be out by March supposedly. So I'm like, okay, now listen, what's going on with the moving carrying on? She says every place that we're talking to or whatever, they won't tell us if they're going to accept Section 8 or not because they want us to fill out the application form first.
They want that money.
Application fee. Then catch this, because she got 3 adults in the house, they want
that money
$50 a head. So she talking about that's $150 per application.
And that's a lot of people do that.
You know,
a lot
before
of
they tell us if you're going to accept Section 8 or not.
I want to know something, you ignorant motherfuckers. Are you trying to rent your properties or what?
And then, or call a Section 8 caseworker who they have and say, listen, I need a list. Because, they do have lists.
Wait a minute.
Because I believe these people, they're asking me for these application fees. I can't afford to pay an application fee here, there. And
then for them to tell me that, no, they're not going to give me a house.
No, they're not. Exactly.
See, and then I'm supposed to save up money. See, this is where the catch-22 is. Because you want me to save up my money so I can come up in here and carry it on. But yet you want me to pay this astronomical, application fee. Before you tell me if you're going to even accept the program.
Right.
All it takes, do you take Section 8? Yes or damn no.
That's it. And you're going to get your
money. Why the fuck
so
I got to fill out the application form before you tell me that? That don't make no motherfucking sense. And then wait a minute. I said, well, wait a minute. Ain't they working with you? She said, yeah. She said, we supposed to be having a guy to work with us to help us find the houses. But they done got so backed up in, being that they still in Michigan, the COVID stuff is still, they handling COVID differently. I done got so open down here in Georgia to how we handle COVID down here because we've been open for so fucking long. Right. So I forgot that the rest of the world ain't like us. So Michigan is still shut down in a lot of places. They got a cap on how many folks could go into an area at this time. They still going through all of that, and now, of course, now that we got Omicron as a damn new variant, shit that went back to high level alert in Michigan. So
not now, here, because that's where they don't give a damn about us, Governor Kim.
So now her trying to get help, she can't get help. But then catch this, she said, "Hey, she says some of the tenants, some of the landlords that have houses, they still caught up in the rent moratorium, and they got tenants that they can't put out because they're not allowed to put the motherfuckers out yet."
Well, at least they got that.
So wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. But these motherfuckers down here is massively evicting people.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. And then you have it.
Governor Kim.
Okay, and there you have it. But see, and that's Gretchen. That's Michigan. That's big Gretchen, honey. Okay, and so she's sitting up there as a they always say, you know, when there's a Democratic governor, the city, everybody always believes that Democratic governors, honey, don't want too much government involvement, and that is always costing the city this, that, and the other. So we have a lot of people who didn't want a Democratic governor, so they are arbitrarily doing shit just to make her not be an effective governor. Okay, they're shut down.
Same thing they did here with Keisha.
Yeah. So, but Keisha fought back and carried on, and you know,
they spanked her for being a bad little pickaninny.
Right. So now
gonna get in there and not say nothing, not do nothing, but you were wrong. She got in there and started doing a lot. And they're like, whoa.
Wait a minute, my whole thing with this, okay, with her. And I'm still mad at Kim for attempting to even sue her. Bitch, we in the middle of a pandemic.
Was some ignorant shit.
We in the middle of the damn shutdown, quarantining, pandemic. We got a fucking health crisis going on.
It ain't nothing. You calm down, boy, because ain't nothing more important than motherfucking a cracker hating a nigga. Ain't nothing more important than that.
You gonna sit down here and throw a lawsuit against the city of Atlanta, the mayor and the fucking council.
You're goddamn right, because you niggas need to know how to stay in your place.
Oh,
no, because about that commercial with him.
I'm telling you what his thoughts were.
Monica Kaufman and the other, I think the other news ladies or something.
Yeah, about they don't agree on their politics, but they agree on
this.
Yeah,
Ms.
about
Monica, I love you. We came and filmed for you and everything, but baby.
Listen, what that was, what it was about the message of the vaccines and carrying on.
I got it. I did get it. I understood why it happened, but I just was still like, nah.
You know, and the thing of it is,
I don't care what you say, Meech, and I can't. I didn't even waste the energy snapping about Kemp because I know every day he calls somebody a boy or nigga. I know it.
Every damn day.
Every day, child, everything in him. And he can't tell me there's nothing in his DNA, honey, that suggests that he's not a card carrying grandson of a grand wizard somewhere.
Right.
Okay.
Did y'all see that thing I put up? The guy, he just had a message up. He said, I'm cracking up. Shout out to all the KKK members that had got biracial grandkids.
Okay. I love it. Okay. There is nothing that says that because everything about his demeanor. It was the same thing with what's Miss a pound of butter, Paula Dean. Okay. I don't give a damn what the hell that heifer say that she never used the word. Bitch, you grew up.
She's a damn lie. She been using it all her life.
You grew up that way, hooker. You ain't gonna sit down here and tell me you ain't never used the damn word, bitch. No. You heard your great grandparents and shit. Your grandmama and them used that damn word. That's how come you can sit there and say that child was black as the skillet. Oh, your skin, you just as black as your skillet. And didn't realize what she said. She didn't think that was offensive because right now
that was the
she
thing.
thought that was
she
a compliment.
Didn't even think that it was because you've been doing it for so goddamn long.
For so motherfucking long.
Wasn't nothing wrong with that.
Right. You supposed to go, ooh, you'll be mad if I slap the milk out your melatonin.
Okay. It's gonna be buttermilk. I gotta tell you, she a pound of butter. Everything she did was a butter this, a stick of butter that. Okay. So so
She's
no.
not part of the cheering. She part of the churn.
Not the churn.
The churn. The churn.
Churn. Okay. I can't with you. Okay, listen.
Oh, she give me bad images. Just her sitting on one of them, the big plantation.
Hey girl, hey, you on the air. You don't be what you doing, right?
This is Alo Nana.
Oh, I thought you was gonna have a moment.
You know what? We finna take a commercial. No, we're not entertaining his ass. Bye. Commercial break. No.
Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nyla, and Nasia. This is Alo Nana. Hey everyone, it is your girl Aunt Nikki, and I am here to tell you about my Alo Nana Creations collection. So let me tell you what this collection consists of right now. Right now we have all natural body butters, all natural rose water spray, and handcrafted crystals and beads jewelry. That means you can get necklaces, you can get bracelets, you can get waist beads, you can get anklets. You can choose from what we already have, or you can give me a call, hit your girl up, honey, and tell me exactly what it is that you think that you need, and I will create a piece especially for you. Okay, so I want y'all to get into this. Yes, I sit here and bead every last one, honey. I'm having such a good time doing it. If you guys didn't see in the beginning when I called out those names, honey, Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nala, and Nasia, those are my granddaughters. That is where the name Alo Nana came from. We started with the body butters, then I went into the jewelry, and baby, I just added this rose water, honey, and I am telling you, it is amazing. Look at the ending credits to see where you can purchase you some, where you can order it.
Be bold, be unique, be the tea, with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is.
Hey, you want to be a part of God's plan? Look at this angel. That's right, the shine, the sheen. You can only get that at Royal Extensions. Hit us up at Royal Extensions, www.royalextensionsdesigner.com or IG Royal Extensions 20. If you want to have the same thing as God's plan, you get it right here at Royal Extensions.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com.
Please wear your mask. Wear your mask. It is very important for you to put on that mask. This is not no joke, and this is not no rundown. Wear your mask. If you vaccinated or not, throw on that mask and stop lying, telling people you vaccinated and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You over trying to get people sick. Stop lying. Thanks.
Hear the music.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Put on that mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Put on that mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Put on that mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Put on that mask. Put on that mask. Put on that mask. It is very important. And stop lying, telling people you vaccinated, and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You over trying to get people sick. Trying to get people sick. You over trying to get people sick. Keep people sick. Keep people sick. You over trying to get people sick. Trying to get people sick. You over trying to get people sick. Keep people sick. Keep people sick. Word no mask. Word no mask. Word no mask. Put on that mask. Word no mask. Word no mask. Word no mask. Put on that mask. I'm a key baby. I'm a key baby.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask. It is very important
Stop
that
telling
you
these people out
wear
here you vaccinated.
your mask. And stop trying to tell these folks that you ain't sick.
Hey, why that nigga hairline start at the top of his head?
Don't you do it?
Because he ready for it to be cut. That's all.
That nigga look like he got something on his mind.
You got a 4, you got a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 head.
No, I'm not with you. No.
Hey, if an outlaw thought was a person.
No meat, leave him alone.
No,
it's
no,
Sunday.
no.
Let him say what he wants to say.
I ain't looking at him,
Say what
honey.
he wants to say.
I ain't looking at him. No.
Hey, me.
No.
Me
Celebrate no censorship today.
Hey. It look like that nigga didn't brush his teeth and his whole hairline took off running.
Halitosis to the max. Okay.
Oh my God. That motherfucker here look like a motherfucking sign for McDowell's.
Not McDowell's. No. See, that right
You
there.
dumb. Anywho, any damn who, child. Listen. Let's look at this. Let's look at this.
Okay.
I said I was going to talk about scripted television today. One of my topics, because we're talking about the politics and stuff, and I want to try to get serious for a minute. But let's get into this, child. How many of you are up on the programming? I'm telling y'all, honey, I'm giving y'all some recommendations that I think are noteworthy, and I think you have some fun with in order to get your life in order.
Oh yeah, you've been watching that Kevin Hart thing, right?
What?
The one, the True Story or something like that.
Yes, True Story with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes.
True Story. I was like, no, it's not his true story, but it looked like some shit woven in there as well.
No, it's called True Story, but honey, listen.
But it's a couple of stories. There's a couple of the stories that they just took some creative direction with it, but some of that shit.
That
motherfucking True Story is the motherfucking shit.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, I started watching that shit, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I stopped watching because I felt like it was gonna summons me to court. So I didn't want. I was like,
right. Kevin fucking around and get everybody.
I don't want to know.
You need to get into that. I just watched the new reboot of the game.
They have a reboot of the game?
Yes.
You
Nuh-uh. On Paramount Plus, bitch.
Reboot of the game. The show, the game, it's the new ones.
Tasha Mack is the shit now.
Tasha motherfucking Mack, baby. But let me tell y'all something, honey. I got two. Let me tell you, Jose Chanchez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, he can get it.
The game. Remember you and Keisha used to love the game?
Oh, honey.
Jose. New one started.
And
well, it's a new, she said she's been watching the reruns lately. We're going to catch up.
No, go on Paramount Plus, honey. Right now I think it's like 6 or 7 episodes up now.
Okay.
Huh?
He said, is Tasha still there?
Yeah, of course, honey.
They can't have a game without her.
Okay.
Well,
listen. Huh?
Tia's back?
No, she didn't come back. She didn't come back. Tia didn't come back, and I remember that talking about that when they was going to reboot it, and she didn't want to come back. But y'all need to get into it. I'm telling you, get into it. But Jose, yeah, you know, I would love him anyway, you know. But they got my new baby up here, honey. They got my new baby up there, honey. The guy who played Barry on the old the son.
The
That
little crazy
ran,
one?
huh?
The little crazy weird one?
No,
Blackberry.
No. Blackberry, honey. Who took his car and ran in through the thing and beat the boy up for fucking his girl. He in here, honey. And when I tell you.
You all right?
Girl, I was like, my God.
He coming off on that side of the doggone.
I was like, oh dear Jesus, honey. And then they got my boy Oliver from Ruthless. He's over here for a little split second.
Okay.
Then they got my other husband, honey, Rockman Dunbar. You know, I forgot Rockman played Pookie. I forgot he was Pookie.
Okay.
Bay and B, honey. I said, ooh, Pookie.
Look, if Tia ain't come back, y'all know they could just switch her outfit to Maryland.
So y'all need to get into that. So the game.
They too busy making TikTok videos.
Okay. The game is the shit. Have y'all gotten into Harlem?
No, you asked me that already.
Harlem is on Amazon Prime.
I think I saw the previews for that.
Baby, you need to get into that. You really need to get into that. It's really cute.
Oh no, I'll be watching 10 different shows at once. Y'all gonna get my brain schizophrenic.
Child, Harlem is the motherfucking tea. It is really cute. They got a couple of creative licenses in there, you know, for the comedy aspect of it. But it's a really, 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 really cute show.
Okay. What
it's
about
cute. Megan Good and
that's it. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Because everybody been asking lately about did her husband break up because she is and I was like, get off that lady business.
She's an actress. Can she work, please?
Can she please work?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
As soon as it aired, her husband was the first one giving it up.
And listen, you can tell that she's still married to Ken because even her love scenes and stuff are done in taste. They're done very tastefully, you know, to respect her boundaries with her husband. They're done very tastefully, and you can tell, you know,
how they done, long as they tastefully. Taste. That's for. They should make a candy bar after her. Megan Good.
That's why you get community violations on TikTok, right there.
Okay.
What?
Are y'all up to snuff with Ruthless?
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I'm a Ruthless kid. I'm good.
Okay, because now y'all know the new episodes drop on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
New episodes drop on Thursday, so we up to episode number 14.
Yep.
And
14?
yeah, it's supposed to be season. It's supposed to be season 3, but they started off with season 2, episode 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Hey,
wait a goddamn minute now.
What?
All right, I got it. So I'm only missing.
Okay, 5. Okay, so that did with that, but we got sad news. Because you know,
oh, never mind.
What did y'all say? Never mind. What's that? Keep going. Just keep going. Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Sad news, you know.
Sad news. And what it is that her name was Rhonda Stubert White. She played elder mother Agnes.
Wait. Which one was Agnes?
Agnes was the other one, not Marva. Marva is the old one.
The one that sound kind of, her voice kind of high pitched.
Huh?
The one that just killed.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Thanks, Red. The one that was helping them before, she was on the side of the.
No. She wasn't. This is Marva's girl. The one that's been with Marva. Okay.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
Oh, not the accountant.
No, that's Joan.
The other one. Okay, wait.
Okay, yeah, that's Joan. Yeah, she passed away in real life. Yeah, she just died. She just died. Yeah, yeah.
No.
When was
So,
it?
well, I just saw the news today, so I think sometime over the weekend.
Oh my God.
Isn't that weirdo?
Huh?
That's not weirdo to you?
Of course it is.
That's
Of course,
terrible.
but they said she had been battling cancer.
Oh,
So yeah.
dang.
That's weirdo as hell to me. I don't care what the hell going on.
Okay, yeah. So they said she had been battling cancer and she just recently passed. I got a hold of Bless, the guy who plays Malcolm. I reached out to him on Instagram. I was like, hey, I don't know if you had worked with her, but I know because Malcolm is not on at the compound, but I'm sure she's been on the set or whatever. I know that set is kind of heavy.
Right.
And so he was like, yeah, he said she was a sweetheart and we all hurt by that. It's a hurtful thing. So yeah. But she passed. So yeah, so y'all get into Miss Russo's, honey, and get your little life together, child. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
What you got?
I'm gonna tell you this. Just get to episode 14, honey. If y'all get to episode 14, which is the latest one, honey, just get to episode 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you guys watched The Wonder Years?
I have not watched it in its entirety.
It's good. Me and Cole was watching it yesterday. She said,
I just that break got to go out. It's too damn hard.
I was gonna try to get into that, but I just keep thinking like
it's actually cute because when I think of Wonder Years, I think of our show when we was young. What was
Little
that?
White Boy.
Right. It's not that. Don Cheadle is the narrator. So it kind of puts you in the frame of mind of Everybody Hates Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the topics are pretty deep and stuff like that. They're deep, but still it's not heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's deep, but it's not heavy. We watched 8 shows yesterday. We didn't even realize. Well, shit, I couldn't move, so I was stuck. So Cole just was stuck with me.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay.
Because I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I did.
I haven't watched it, to where I'm keeping up with it. I've seen, pieces of an episode and stuff, and from what I've seen, is absolutely that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's something already open in the refrigerator.
This look like the old block of government cheese, don't it?
How about it?
I wish it was. I would go make a grilled cheese right now.
Ooh, honey, that sounds so good. I sat up here and I had did some I had doctored some Kraft macaroni and cheese, child.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you do that?
I do dabbed it, honey, put my own cheese and stuff in the chowder. Oh, honey. Yeah.
I actually, in between pains, I was actually able to cook today since I hadn't been able to in days. So I did a nice little roast and some rice and gravy and some green beans.
I'm gonna put some green beans on today, but I don't even think I got any up in here, and I just did not feel like moving around any of the cans up in here. I'm not moving the can. No, the vegetables supposed to be right here, and I'm supposed to see them. All I'm seeing is fucking tuna fish and salsa and damn cream of mushroom soup. Fuck it, I'm not moving the can, honey.
I went to the Corral of Golden.
Not the Corral of Gold.
I don't know people still went there.
Hold on.
I never have a good experience that much when I go to those. They don't ever have nothing I really like.
Okay.
Except for one time they had this good baked fish. But you know how you get something that you like until you go back and get some more and then it just don't taste the same?
Yeah, because the second batch don't be
I was like, oh, that's gross. I ain't want nothing after that. I was like, oh no. I was mad because I really wanted that. I was like, cool. I really like this. Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys, I have some. What be watching? I'm really upset. Remember, I told you I know you got all the because you have the DVDs and stuff. So I'm really upset that I be watching IMDb, and when I want to see my old movies or my old shows, I want to see my old shows. I don't want them digitally colored.
Okay.
I don't want y'all remastering them and putting them in color. They take away something from me.
Okay. Now that's okay.
You know, I've been watching Witch.
Here's where it is for me. It's another. It's one thing to remaster it in color. I don't like that. It was another thing back in the day when they bought everything up to snuff and they were colorized. Remember they're colorized by Deluxe or
Right.
colorized by Technicolor.
Right.
Okay. Because that's when they were playing around with color TVs and things of that
Right.
nature. Okay. But I don't need you to go back and digitally remaster and then colorize stuff from the black and white moments. You know, that
Yeah, like it
there
takes
doesn't
away
work. It
something
takes
from
away
me.
from yeah.
And the nostalgia of y'all know with us being filmmakers and stuff like that, there's something about old black and white TV, even though for the most part it was prejudice as fuck. But the simplicity of making it is something
Right,
that we enjoy. When I'm watching a set, or I'm looking at all the stuff, because now I know in my mind everything in that shot belongs there for a reason. So you sitting there trying to think,
right,
oh, what did that look? Why was that there? I wonder why that was there. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. But taking it away from the black and white thing takes
right,
away some of the thing of it. It just, I don't even know what word to call it. It just takes away something from, like, y'all know I be saying, y'all know I'm trying to get off by 11:30 so I can see Perry Mason. It ain't because I ain't seen them all 99 times. I just like looking at it.
right, right. The
And
simplicity,
Alfred Hitchcock and the Twilight Zone, those all come
yeah.
on back to back, starting at 11:30 on during the weekdays. And it's something about the simplicity of the way the things were made.
Were made. Yeah, yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah, like we know everything was analog. So we know the editors back then who VW told us most of the editors back then were women because women paid more attention to detail
Right,
and would be able to cut and slice and everything and put it together the way it needed to be. Those
exactly.
little things. Those little things mean a lot in film. So I'm just a brat, I guess. I just want to see it.
Okay,
I'm gonna probably put up a commercial tomorrow, you guys, and have new scent alert meet.
okay,
I looked up some blends that had turmeric in them that would be good for like just about everybody's skin.
right.
And the one I came up with was black seed oil, turmeric. And I put, because I don't like the way black seed oil smells. If anybody takes black seed oil, you know whether it's the capsules and black seed. Yes, this is like, I don't know. I don't like the smell. So what I did was I added some vanilla to it. So it's turmeric, black seed oil, and some vanilla just for the.
Oh, okay, okay.
You
Well, we got to get the packaging and carried on because I got to put a commercial together as well for
okay.
the bundles.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, and that's
I'm
what we
going
need
to
to do too. It's
yeah,
holiday season.
it's holiday season, but I think I'm gonna end up missing it. You know, as far as to generate the sales that I want, but I'm
Okay.
going to be prepared for Valentine's Day and things of that nature because I want to get the bundles together because you know we got both of our books. You know,
Right.
Awakenings, Epiphanies, Along a Spiritual Journey,
Come on
and
now.
Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. I'm trying to get, you know, these are self-help books, I believe, and of course, all of the sense and carried on the way how we're going to do that. So we're
Mm-hmm.
looking to educate the people and get that together, and
Okay.
you know, blah 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 blah, yakety smacking
Oh
it.
yeah, and you guys know that I haven't put it up yet, and we're almost halfway through. So there is a basket this month. I'm gonna be doing a basket every month, and this is my thing about the baskets is if one of my kids win, then I'll pull another name for customer appreciation. That's what happened. That's why I gave actually the other name was my other son's mother. So Sonia won a customer appreciation for November, which I thought I was going to be taking to her, and then I couldn't, so I'm gonna send it. So yeah, if you buy raffle tickets for a basket and we do it and one of my crumb snatchers, their name come out, I'm gonna pull another name. Just I mean
Okay,
they pay for their tickets, but I just feel like I
right,
want
like yeah, just to keep it from looking like oh that was loaded.
right.
Uh-huh.
Keisha bought a bunch of
Y'all
tickets
cheap.
in November. She was not playing. She was like, "Oh, I'm winning." And then you know she
Okay,
left out of here with more than what the hell was in the basket.
okay, for her to say y'all cheating,
Right. Oh, she'd be the first one to call somebody cheating.
heifer.
So yeah,
Okay,
I haven't put up a post about it, but anybody watching, yes, there will be a December basket. I will put it up tomorrow.
okay.
So we moving and grooving around here. Y'all know I think Red and them, y'all got a deal book right now, right? Y'all got Christmas things for Royal Extension?
Yeah, what is it? Rudolph reindeer something. It's 15% off.
Okay, I was getting ready to say, because if he about to say something smart, and I'm trying to.
No.
That's really it.
Yeah, that's really it.
All right.
That's really it.
So you guys make sure y'all go to our Passionate Riders page, because anything that we put up separately will always be there as well. So
Right.
Want to support, root for the home team, you know.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, you see, she was finna beat me up.
Cause you know you can't never know where he playing in that. And he was stumbling over his words a little bit, so I had to.
No, I was trying to make sure I told you the right thing.
Oh, okay. Because I think I gotta order me somebody. Because I think I'm gonna make me a wig. I'm gonna make a wig. I've been bored. Y'all, it's almost time. This week starts the first day of my last class.
Okay.
The girl has one class left.
Oh, come on now.
This is it.
I need all your notes.
Baby, you know I keep them.
I need all your notes.
You know what?
First of all,
I wish I
Denise probably need your notes. She got audio too starting this week. She probably need y'all notes. I thought I gave her my audio 2 notes, but I don't know.
Hey, all she need to do when she come over here is the 2 book bags are right here by my door.
Oh, okay. Meech too. I know Meech got all his stuff.
Yeah, I do.
But listen, remember we were talking about this the other day. So yeah, here we go. Say what I said Sunday. Okay, AIU. How the hell? We know that sometimes y'all give classes out of turn. I get it. Y'all say it ain't enough people to take the class. Blah, 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 blah. But how you gonna give somebody production technique 2 and then 5 weeks later give them production technique 1?
They did that to me. They did that to me. They did mine backwards.
I think that is so unfair to the kids. So what you wanted to fail? I mean, she won't. But you want her to fail production technique 2 because she ain't had the basics from technique 1.
Right.
And on top of that, y'all know we had Professor Wood. That ain't what she got. She got
right, anti-wood. Okay.
Right.
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute.
Okay.
She has a very, let's just say she has a very loving professor who's very hard to understand.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
My God.
For both classes. Now, I want to know if she the only one in it, then I need you to switch your shit up. Teach her the other one first. Not that she don't already know it, but still. But yeah.
Okay.
So that was my get y'all life together, AIU. And they working on both the studios at the same time. How, Sway?
So what are you supposed to use for your projects?
Very good question.
The phone, I guess, because you can't use Studio A or B. They are both being remodeled.
That means my refund check should be a little fatter.
Cause ain't no what they charge us for?
What's the name? Fees.
Yeah.
What's that fee?
Lab fees.
That's it.
No, it's something digital, ain't it? Oh, what's that fee we get charged that we don't ever use? Huh? No, it ain't a technical fee. We was just talking about it. For school.
But anyway, we as alums, and this is something, again, we have to get back into doing this and give it back to the community. And
technology fee.
Okay.
You said technical, it threw me off. Technology.
We have to, in wanting to have the next generation behind us do better than us, we have to go and fight for the school, because one of the things that we want to make sure that their accreditation is 100. Number 2, we have to make sure that I don't give a damn about all of this, honey. The school itself, I think, is losing some of its reputation. I'm still not satisfied that when we went over to the film studio and they sat there and asked us, y'all a film school?
They said, well, what is that? Or something they said.
Y'all a film school? And I was like, well, excuse me?
Y'all ain't know we was coming?
And wait a minute, what is this shit about them taking Avid out of the curriculum?
Know, because they distinctly told us on Pinewood Studios the reason why Avid is so important, not that Premiere isn't. Premiere is used for small stuff, music videos and stuff like that. But blockbusters and shit is all Avid. He said anybody, movies that's ever won any awards, any kind, it was edited in
Avid. Yeah. And that came from them. So we like, oh, okay. So y'all, this is what y'all do on a regular.
Avid is industry specs.
Right.
Yes. And so now they're teaching everybody a Premiere only. I know we had a Premiere course, but then they also taught us Avid.
I was going to say, yeah, because when I learned Premiere, I was actually in production technique 1 and 2 with Professor Wood. Remember we had
Professor Wood taught me Avid.
She taught me Avid too, but
in post-production.
Okay.
But in production techniques,
she got so deep into it. It's like she, man, you know
right. Right.
I remember much work the same if you just know the
basic mechanics. I don't like Premiere is fast or whatever, but I get confused with Premiere. I stayed in Avid because that's all I knew. Okay, I stayed there, and I know.
In Wood and this other teacher I had, I can't remember her name. She was from another country.
Oh.
She taught one of the music classes, but she would take the first 30 minutes of the class and did something that I thought was awesome because it wasn't part of the curriculum and it should have been. But she would close the door, and the first 30 minutes she taught us music theory.
Okay.
Music theory was never a course, and I'm like, why is it not?
And why is it not, especially on the audio side?
Right. But she taught us music
people
theory.
Who can't read music and shit.
She taught us how to read. She gave us graphs, and she taught us how to hear the notes.
Wow.
Professor.
Oh, I remember who you're talking about. I remember her.
She's from another country, UK.
Yeah, I remember her. Oh, I remember her. I can't call her name, but I remember her.
I love that woman. And you know what's crazy? She was so connected because what's his name from 94th Street? The rapper dude.
Oh, Lil Bankhead?
Lil Bankhead.
Mm-hmm.
He swear by her. She was one of his teachers.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So when he came to the school, he came directly to our classroom to see her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then when he came in there, she closed the door and he was kicking it with us in there and we got to topping it up. And she knew all his stuff and everything. That lady was so classical, but so hip hop.
Listen, we need to call Lil Baby because he the reason why y'all niece is obsessed with Lil Baby. Because he came up to the school with us and gave me tickets to whatever damn show the Lil Baby was at. And I was like, I don't even know who the hell this is. This was a few years ago when we was all still in. I said, I know who that is. I gave the damn tickets to Cole and Teasy. She been obsessed ever damn since. We need to call him. I'm like, this is your monster. Damn your soul. She came home that night, knee all bloody, because she done hopped the seats and to get to him.
Have mercy.
Oh, damn knees.
That is crazy. I mean,
but yeah, I do think what you were saying means like us. Well, I guess I'm not considered an alumni yet again because I went back into the program, but as alumni, I'm alumni of that program. So as alumni, I feel like you feel it's up to us to make sure they get better. You need to, it's just like a parent. You want better for your kids than what you had. Like y'all, they went over to Houston, opened up the Houston campus and gave them all new, brand new, the latest technology, everything in music and film. Meanwhile, we still got the Panasonic that they was using when we was about 6. Don't play with me.
And then to sit up there and be slighted, you know, I'm still holding a grudge at the fact that I'm watching a commercial that say come to AIU, bitch, and y'all on cranes and y'all on this and y'all on that.
And it sure the hell ain't on
where in the hell is that? Because we don't have that.
Because it was one time when we did get on the jib and all that. We pulled out the jib and all that. I did do that with Lee. But that, you know, that's Lee. It ain't really a part of the.
And that's my point. That's my point.
I'm glad we did have a few good teachers. We really did, who cared. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they talked about Naja Young all the hell you want. She might have been mean, but guess what? She knew what the fuck she was talking about. I learned a lot from my ass.
I didn't have no problem with it.
Me neither.
I didn't have her, so
Me or Tay didn't have her because everybody was telling us, they was telling us she did, she that. It's just a certain way. Sometimes, just like kids will do in regular school, sometimes they want to fill you out and see where you at. So she had this arrogance about her because she's been different places around the world. So once me and Tay shut that down and let her know, baby, you're not the only one in here. Baby.
Right.
And y'all know Tay, she was on the ship like Red. She said, I went to 42 countries in just one tour. I said, I went overseas twice, 3 years each time.
And that's what I think that's where she said she had there one day and she was talking and with that air and she was talking about somewhere in France, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And she was like in France. I said by the ship district next to where they do the French Riviera Film Festival and everything. I said, well, runs down by the port.
And that's all you gotta do to her. Once she know that she's on a level playing field with you.
Yeah, because when I told her that, she's looking at me, she's like, there's no way you knew that without standing on that exact property. Yes, I was standing there. I waved at Magic Johnson. He was in line at the film festival.
Wow. Okay.
One of my scripts, right, had it's one of the restaurants in the Grove over in LA, right? So she was like, I want you to get more detail. And she said something to the fact she was trying to be slick but nice with it. Like basically, like if you ain't never been there, I was like, I've dined there several times. I didn't know you wanted that much detail, but I got it. And then I went back and just described it from top to bottom. Bitch, I've been there.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, like it was just one of those things. She want to fill you out. Like she was like, yeah, because I come from Pittsburgh in Ohio. And I was like, and I'm from Philly.
Yeah. Right. I told her, she was like, well, where did you ever write? Did you ever do any, she asked about writing. And she's like, yeah, well, have you ever done any writing? You all right? You know, you do music, you write songs. Have you wrote any poems? And she said, what was the areas that made you more creative? And I said, on the main peninsula of Cairns, France, Cairns Beach, right there.
Look, you just set off something in my house.
I said, I walked off to the palace. I used to walk down to the end of the peninsula where the rocks go all the way out to the middle of the ocean. I used to walk them rocks all the way out there, and I would sit down and put my headphones on. I see nothing but water in front of me, and I started writing.
People would always ask about Paris, and I'm like, first of all, Paris is a big, dirty ass city, just like any other dirty ass, stinking ass city. But if you want to talk about France, Normandy, talk about landscape, some beautiful shit.
People don't talk about places that's off the chain. They don't talk about that.
Right. So, but that just shows sometimes people's minds too. Like it's what I value being able to see some beautiful stuff as opposed to what the hell you thought was popping on TV.
Just like
I love looking at the action movies.
Hey, do you remember this? My stupid ass. I jumped off into the swimming pool, right? In Toulon. It's in Toulon, France. The whole damn thing was salt water. I didn't know. It was normal over there. But I tell you what, baby, you swim 30 minutes in a saltwater pool.
You are refreshed. Meech already know that. I put that in my spiritual bath. You put some.
I come up out of there, bro. Not only I got this tan because I'm up there in the summer, but I was looking like Fabio, boy.
I was
like, not. Hey, I swear it looked like somebody was gonna say the water was just glistening all over your body.
All over your body. What did I just do? Oh, I took my fingerprint. Dang.
Oh my grandma. May she rest in peace. She said she loved Paris except that it was filthy. And that they let dogs in their restaurants, even expensive ones too.
She wasn't lying. Because that's exactly what it is. Dirty as hell. I remember, you know what we did? We sat there and watched the Parisian kids pickpocket the tourists.
Yeah.
The shit was hilarious. Like, and when we went, okay, think about this. Remember, they wasn't euros back then. They still was francs, marks, pounds.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We went to the McDonald's in Paris. It came out to be like almost $30 for 2 number ones. It came out to be like 30 American dollars.
Okay.
That's why people don't understand the power that the US dollar used to hold. Because
Right.
whenever shit was fucked up over here, the mark rate went down.
True
we
that.
First go 2 marks to $1. Y'all asses with the goddamn war. That shit was mark 30. I wasn't buying shit off the economy. Only thing I did on the economy, pay my bills because I didn't live on base yet. That was it. Like, people gotta understand this place. I mean, right now it's not the same. I don't even know if our dollar holds as much weight anymore.
I know. I used to go over there and trade my money. As soon as I hit the dirt, I go over there and swap out for their money quickly. I don't play around. Boy, because I used to be a shopping ass over there. But bruh, hey, did you ever eat one of those burgers? The hamburger thing where they press down, they press it. It's on the street. They be on the street. They be like, they press it down. It's like it reminds you of a cheeseburger, but it's pressed like on a sub roll, and it's flat roll.
I gotta ask Brian. I don't know.
Everything inside of it is what's on a cheeseburger. Like if we made one at the crib,
but they just smashed it.
They smashed it. Yeah.
No, I never tried it.
Hey,
I
was there 2 days walking past them damn things, and I was like, "Is that shit real meat?" I was like, "No, the fuck that is." And then finally, I waited till somebody else.
That's probably why I wouldn't look at it like, I don't know what y'all got going on.
I waited till somebody else ate one, and the motherfucker almost had an orgasm. I said, "Oh yeah, give me one of those."
Yo,
I'll have what he's had.
Y'all know how you go to the places that do the rotisserie chicken, right?
Yeah.
So in Germany, that's like all over the place, y'all. That's like their regular corner store shit, but it be so good and so seasoned. You just be like, "Can I get a half a Hessian and some pommes frites? That's some chicken and some fries."
That's it.
Okay.
Look, Brian's still getting on my nerves, but even when we actually have a conversation that ain't me cussing his ass out, he be like, "Dang, I sure could go for a half Hessian and some pommes frites." I be like, "Me too."
Me, I paid $8 for a 40 ounce of doggone beer and a doggone a pint of doggone cognac. Together, it was $8.
Remember when do they still give out do they still give out rations on the base?
Yeah.
Like in tobacco and alcohol? Baby, look, you know me and Brian ain't smoke, honey. We sell them damn cigarette rations right to them German people.
Hey, let me tell you something. They used to give us beer rations because by me being a supply division, when it was time for beer rations, I was the one to go down in the belly to ship and bring the stuff up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And boy, when I say, look, I wasn't drinking then, but I collected everybody's beer rations. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for real? Yeah, so Brian only drunk Lowenbrow back in the day. Which I actually was trying to
wait. What'd you say?
Birthday. Huh?
What'd you say?
Lowenbrow, you know.
Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, he loved Lowenbrow so much, y'all. One time, because I will always get the case of it. Like if he's in the field or something and we about to come home, I'll make sure the case is it. But I bought these long crystal glasses. They were Lowenbrow glasses with the gold around the top. I was trying to find a case of Lowenbrow, like just when his birthday passed in May. We was really trying to find it. No place in Philly had it.
My brother bought me back a Stein with the crest on it from doggone Rotterdam. And they had the gold all the way around the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know my honorary ass ex-wife broke that motherfucker when we broke up? I had it for years.
That's so messed up. That is a different level of petty right there.
I'm talking about I used to wrap it up in bubble wrap every time I move and move it in the car with me.
We got on that crystal hype. I don't know what it is about military wives and crystal, but something about it. And we was always buying crystal. I remember the one time I came home and one of my crystal things was broke, y'all. And I'm looking at Brian. He wants y'all know I had Cole over there, so she was little when I was there, right? He gonna say, Because Cole had, I said, is you really about to blame my baby for breaking my shit? He's talking about something. See, she had jumped off the arm of the chair and trifling.
Child. Well, listen, I don't have any military stories to share because I was
But
not
you
a part.
travel every damn where, so you got stories. Tell
I
us
do
about
have
what they got over there in Canada.
Oh, honey, I went to Canada, honey, because that's where I went to go buy all of my music.
And your aunt said you was over there at the club, sneaky ass.
No, my aunt tickled me. Y'all know that damn
You
story,
told me
honey.
that story, baby. I was hollering.
Child, I'm thinking my
over there.
ass gonna be cute, honey. Because the drinking age over in Canada was 19, honey.
I was 16 in Germany. That's why them niggas
And
drunk all the
I
time.
was 19. And I said, oh no, honey, we're going over to Canada because I could drink legally over there. And my aunt said, no, you mean you could drink singly.
Now, the one thing that Canada makes that I love, that I really didn't know it was Canadian, I saw it on the Food Network one day, so I started making it. The fries that they make, the fries with the gravy and the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
I made that for Cole one day, and she really thought I had made that shit up. I said, I saw that on Food Network. Even at the time,
child,
when I
one of the
first
things
made it,
about
I didn't know it was Canadian.
eating over there, honey, was that it was a different taste in the food because they don't use a lot of preservatives and shit over there. So, you know, it tastes
Like
differently.
Right.
And actually like it's supposed to.
Right.
You know, and honey, it was weird. I was like, oh, wait a minute, honey.
That's
you
how
know
it was over there too, because everything was more like farm to table. Everything is really fresh.
Right. And see, and what we thinking is soy meat over here, honey, was what that taste was over there.
Oh.
It was like, but it wasn't that. It was just that we wasn't accustomed to the taste.
Hey, let me ask you this, Nick.
Hmm.
Do you remember how fucking big the eggs was?
Mm-hmm. And they were fresh as hell. You right, Leah. Everybody but the US, they don't play that. The stuff just is fresher. You got more farms and stuff like that, so that you can get that farm to table thing. Like, y'all answer me this. All right, so when we was kids, right? Milk and shit. I think we talked about this before. Remember, you had a good 4-5 days with your milk. Now, like, y'all know I don't drink milk, so it don't really bother me. But why milk lasts so long?
Right.
The fuck is y'all putting in the damn milk that shit be in my refrigerator for over a month and it still don't stink?
Right.
Y'all don't.
Right.
It's not the milk; it's what they're feeding the cow.
It's what they, yeah. But you know what? After watching this documentary, because I had never paid that any mind as far as how milk is produced, right? And there's a documentary out there that talks about, you know, the cruelty to animals and stuff, and how they induce a cow to be pregnant so that she can continually produce milk. Because that's the only time they produce it is when they're pregnant, about to have babies. Because, you know.
And you know what? That's so funny, because if you never thought about it, like I've never thought about that. So in my mind, a cow always got milk. I swear to God.
That's how we would, yeah.
That's a city mentality. That's a city mentality.
It has to, yes.
Because we never.
But we even still had the milkman. When I was a teenager, he used to bring us our milk, still in the glass bottle.
Yeah, in the glass bottle.
It was a little bit outdated for everybody else, but my mom had found somebody, you know, that wasn't that far. He would bring the fresh milk, juice, eggs.
I used to miss that. We had a company called Home Juice. And they bring them big glass bottles that look like the milk jugs.
Yeah.
And you just mark off the card, and they deliver the flavors you asked for. My mother used to get.
And if you ain't home, they sit them on your doorstep. And if you know they coming when you ain't home, you leave your empty ones on the porch.
That's right.
So that they can pick up those and give you the new ones. Yup.
Man, they used to bring flavors like papaya and
juice that made us was so damn good.
You know why? Because it was all real shit.
Fruit, yeah, it was all real fruit. Because y'all know,
squeezed,
into the bottles. I didn't start this always drinking water as I got to be an adult. I've always pretty much been like that. So if I drank it and it was some juice, it had to be good. Right. And I would be happy when I knew his ass was coming.
I used to have me a papaya, the orange.
I miss the days of the milkman, the watermelon man, and the fruit. You know, because we had the fruit truck that used to come around with all your produce, all of your fresh produce, honey.
I used to love the fish man. Did everybody fish man sound the same?
Yeah,
fish man, gotta get your fish. I got porgies.
I miss those days, child. Okay. Okay, I had the best sea bass when I was doing temporary duty in Spain.
Oh, Leah, you about
fresh
to make
out the water and into the pan at the restaurant, and the fruit juices at the hotel buffet during breakfast. All fresh.
Hey, Leah, let me tell you something. They don't know Spain is off the meter.
I want to go to Spain so bad. Well, y'all know we going because Lily want to go to Barcelona. That's where we're going.
Man, we was in Palma de Morocco. Oh my God. When I say I don't remember being sober the whole time I was there, I had so much fun. They got a club over there called the BCM, the BMC Club, Black Music Club. It looks like you going to the Academy Awards when you walk into that building. You got the lights going like this and the big red carpet and the steps and the pillars to the building.
We need to go there. Who else coming when we go to Barcelona?
And when you walk inside, it was like walking into Star Wars or something. It was something serious.
Wow.
And they had about maybe 8 DJs lined up across the top at the balcony of the opera. And as one click off his shit, the other one clicking his shit on. They never stop playing music.
Wow.
These are so different. I want to go to Spain just so I could be in the middle of the day and they say it's siesta time. I'm going to fuck to sleep.
Okay.
I just want to take a nap for no damn reason in the middle of the damn day. I just need to see it. I need to see it for myself. I just need to see
I'm going to tell you what got me drunk going in Palma. Palma, Spain, on the beach, they have these people got to be millionaires with this idea. They had over 12 to like maybe 15, 12 or 15 flavors, and the place was called the Daiquiri Palace. And it's sitting right on the beach. So when you go there, you can sit up there when they got a card they gave you, and when you get to the 10th daiquiri, they ring a bell and everybody go woo, and they throw this red T-shirt at you.
Wait a minute, I need to know why y'all drinking 10 daiquiris though. I just that's a lot.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I had 2 T-shirts. I was fucked up over there.
See, don't do it.
T-shirts too.
Don't do it.
That's what we need. We need to get everybody in the car club to if they don't have their passports, they need to start applying for them.
Yeah, we have to.
So that way, that when things do get to where we can actually travel, that we can pick some stuff out of the country because people need to see some different stuff.
Yeah. So on that note, dear children, honey, we are going to let you guys get into your own worlds. And thank you for coming on up in here for us and loving on us the way that you do, honey. And you know how we do over here, honey. If you love us, like, subscribe, share, and tell all of your friends. And tell them to like, subscribe, and share. But if you hate us, you could tell all of your motherfucking enemies, honey, to like, subscribe, and share.
Save me some.
How about that?
Cheers to you.
Ooh. Okay, So having said all that, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings, with the whole crew, honey. Big Meech, Aunt Nikki, and the big guy ally over here. That's a big red fella, honey.
I don't care what you say. It's 3 the hard way.
Okay.
And I was high the whole time.
Okay.
And I'm about to take some more medicine now because the shit started wearing the fuck
So, honey, just know that, honey, that we appreciate you and carrying on, honey, but do understand, honey, that everything that we do over here in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything we're doing, we'll move forward. You look at that 3 the hard way, honey, the new syndicate is being developed right now. The new syndicate, honey, is going to be, honey, worldwide.
You don't know, you better ask somebody.
You better ask.
Are you
okay?
Love y'all. Y'all have a good Sunday night. We love y'all.
Yeah, have a good Sunday night.
And we're gonna call this tucking y'all in. Okay? All right. I'm your daddy and they're your mamas. All right, bye.
Anywho.
I try. Y'all know I try. Who's showing off?
Yeah, brother.
And scene, honey, Cookie Monster.
Y'all don't hang up. We saw backstage. I gotta tell y'all something.